we might be on course to get another automatic promotion. We are on the 5th of January, 25 games into the season, or at the very least, we've played 25 times, and we are currently sat third place in the table with at least one game in hand, potentially 3 games in hand. Today, it's the Wimbledon Derbies, it's AFC Wimbledon, it's MK Dons. We might find ourselves top of the table at the end of the episode. In between episodes, we have played a fair few league games, and we've done really, really well, including a 1-0 victory against today's opponents, AFC Wimbledon. We also beat Shrewsbury 6-3, Omar Bogle scoring 4 in this one. We lost only once against Doncaster Rovers. The problem is we've had a very, very busy end of December, and we have huge fitness concerns going into today's match against AFC Wimbledon. This is what I mean. This would be our regular starting 11, and if you look at the condition of most players, yeah, most players aren't fully fit, so we do need to do a little bit of changes. So this is what we are going to go for. We do still have 4 players in our starting 11 who arguably shouldn't be starting today. Obedafari in goal, Muller, or Wakely and Kokolo in defence, Alistair Smith and Nathan Martin in the centre of midfield, with Mark Murray, Geordie Hawula, Omar Bogle and Cian Pennant as our strikers. You might notice there's a certain little bid word next to Murray, £500,000 and a 50% sell-on. I think it's probably too good to turn down. I'm already trying to find a replacement for him. Maybe we might be trying to bring back somebody on loan. Now, I will fully take this one as my own fault that we've got struggles with match fitness. I didn't realise how soon we were playing the AFC Wimbledon game from the last match. It's a corner for Sanders for Wimbledon. It's in at the front post, and it's Tolaji, possibly Bowler. It's 1-0. I think we might struggle in this game. I've also just seen who they're playing up front. Another corner comes in, and this time it's Daniel Ksoka, maybe? They are playing a certain Stuart Humphrey up front. If they score from another corner, this is ridiculous. We've finally managed to clear one, but it's only as far as, I think, Luke O'Nine. Sanders on the left-hand side into the penalty area. Stops and plays it back to Bowler. It's taken a few deflections, and we have got very, very lucky there. We've cleared the ball. Wimbledon again coming forward with the ball. Luke O'Nine on the right-hand side. Stuart Humphrey with his mohawk, formerly of us last season on loan, and I tried to get him back for the season, and he just would not join us. Went to AFC Wimbledon instead. O'Nine's ball forward to Perkins into the penalty area, underneath Obedafari, and it's 3-0 to AFC Wimbledon. I think I might have picked some bad matches to show on this episode. And at half-time, it remains 3-0, and we've kind of, sort of, maybe, come back into this game, but we've lost it already, haven't we? We have lost it already. Terrible performance. You look at Obedafari on a 6-2, you've got Kokolo on a 6-2, Smith, Murray on 6-4s, Hawula's on a 6-3, the 2 strikers are on 6-4s as well. We're just not going to get anything from this game. We've got a highlight after 2 and a bit minutes. Geordie Hawula with the ball. Plays it back. Will Kokolo. One of our poor performance. Nathan Martin, who I've still got high hopes for. I just don't give him as much football as he perhaps needs. Muller to Murray in the penalty area. Could this be the final goal he will ever score for Dover Athletic? He's put it in the back of the net. It is 3-1. Number 7, Mark Murray, potentially gets us back into this game. So Muller has suddenly gone to a 7-3. Mark Murray's gone to a 7.1. We are still playing poorly in certain positions. Cross comes in. Obedafari comes out. The small goalkeeper. What are you going to do then? With the ball in his hands. Goes for a little run. Rolls it out to Zach Orr. Forward to Alistair Smith. Forward once again to the goal scorer Mark Murray on the right-hand side. Back to Smith. Back to Zach Orr. What are we doing, guys? Passing it to AFC Wimbledon, apparently, and now they've got the ball loads and loads of space on the left-hand side. Crosses it in, Stuart Humphrey is there, and we know that Stuart Humphrey sometimes is absolutely appalling, and I think that was an example of it. Afari to Jack Wakely, left-hand side, Will Kokolo, loads and loads of space. Still plenty of time, still over half an hour left on the clock, so enough time for us to score a couple of goals. Hawula to Nathan Martin, takes a few touches into the penalty area, and Nathan Martin almost puts that one in the back of the net, instead goes over the bar. Do we do ourselves some changes? I mean, Will Kokolo's coming off regardless. We're going to do Tim Hayes, who I did say in episode 1 of season 6 that he was our backup left back. He's now going to get a chance to do it. Hawula as well for Brad Young. Do we do one final change? It's going to be Bogle or Pennant. I think it's going to be Bogle for Jaden Williams. And since we've done those changes, we are getting very few highlights. In fact, we've had no highlights whatsoever. We still have a chance. There is still a small chance. Let's go positive. Madeline's throw for Wimbledon. Back to Madeline. In the middle is Sanders, McAteer. To this man, can't even be bothered to try and pronounce his name, Perkins. Loads of space on the left-hand side for Davies to run forward. Back to Riley. On the ground to Perkins. Muller's intercepted that and now get the ball clear, and we do so straight to one of their players. We're playing like we don't really care, aren't we? We're playing like we've decided we've lost this game, so we're not even going to bother trying to come forward with the ball. Tim Hayes, the utility man, smashes it upfield, straight to a blue shirt, but we've nicked this back. Pennant to Williams. On the ground to Brad Young. Takes a few touches into the penalty area, and Brad Young has hit that one wide of the mark. We could be in this game. It could be 3-3. We've had a couple of good chances, and we've just done absolutely nothing with them. Zach Hall's gone for a little push there. Perkins has got the ball, dinks it over Afari, hits the bar, goes over for a goal kick. Alistair Smith and Obed Afari both on 6.2s at the moment. Hayden Muller is ready for bed. He is so tired. He can't stand up, surely, at this point. We're going to lose 3-1 against AFC Wimbledon. It puts them back to the top of the table. We do still stay in third place, though. So the title hunt, playoff hunt, automatic promotion hunt is still on. I'm going to say I don't like what I saw because we were not very good. And then I'm going to individually shout at the 6.1 and the 6.2 crew, which was weirdly only 3 of you in the end. Alistair Smith, you can also get a shouting at because you got a 6-3. It's a few days later and Mark Murray has left Dover Athletic. £500,000 and a 50% sell on going to QPR in the Championship. He is immediately in their under 23s, but he's not loan listed. I really wish I put in a clause to say that you'd loan him back for the rest of the season, but I kind of just ignored that for some reason. So yeah, Mark Murray has gone. What it does mean though is we've got 30k to spend. Really? 30k? I mean, we're over our wage budget and we've got no money to spend, but we've now got £485,000 in the bank. All of that because of Mark Murray. We are now going to go forward a few more days. Tuesday night, which is tomorrow night apparently, MK Dons, and hopefully we can get back to winning ways. Well, after the embarrassment that was the AFC Wimbledon game, we are now back with a full-strength side. It's going to be Cox in goal. Obed Afari hasn't been particularly good in his last few matches. I think his last good game was against AFC Wimbledon when we beat them. It's so Cox returns, Muller, McGuinness, Pambu and Kokolo in defence, Eeringham, Forster, Caskey in the midfield. Paul Sell will move over to that right wing position, which was obviously normally filled by Mark Murray. Geordie Hawula on the left, Omar Bogle and Kean Pennant up front, although we're actually going to go drop Pennant and go for Williams instead. Well, we are wearing our away kit then for the trip to Milton Keynes, which I don't think is going to be too far away for Dover to travel, is it? They're playing a nice, fun and fancy 4-4-2. We're obviously playing our 4-2-4 formation, which is just as fancy, I guess. 20 minutes played, and we do finally have our first highlight of the game. Earring to McGuinness. Across finds Leon Pambu, the former Southampton man, is going to run forward. Back to McGuinness, the former Arsenal man. Earring forward to Omar Bogle. 33 years of age and is our top goal scorer. Bogle's controlled that well. I think he might have been offside. Curling effort from Bogle. It's off the bar and MK Dons clear the ball just about. It's Cox well outside of his area. Leon Pambu inside the centre circle to Geordie Hawula. Ball over the top. Finds Jaden Williams. Back to Forster Caskey. Back to Williams. Back to Earring. We're going to go forward. Hawula on the left. Chests it down in the area. Plays it on the ground. Omar Bogle is there. And Omar Bogle gets his 15th goal of the season. I think I need to give him a new contract. It's not going to count. He was offside. The point still stands that I think I need to give him a new contract. But we are over our wage budget, so I can't actually do it. Just under half an hour now. Cox is going to pick the ball up from a strange clearance from MK Dons, who have yet to have a shot, apparently, at the moment. Forster Caskey to Kokolo. We're already playing a lot better in this match than we were against AFC Wimbledon. Hawula down the left-hand side and gets past his man into the penalty area. I don't know if that was a cross or a shot. It didn't go in anyway. And that was the last highlight of the first half. It wasn't the last chance. Apparently we've had a lot. 12 shots, 5 on target, an XG of a 1.24. Currently 0-0. I'm happy. Keep it up. We are just one shot away from taking the lead. That's the way I'm seeing this at the moment. We are just the better side. We've had the chances. MK Dons, though, have a chance of their own, and it is 1-0. They've had 2 shots on target, and they've taken the lead. Has there been an update to the game that I'm not aware of that means we can't defend corners anymore? Because 2 of the goals that AFC Wimbledon scored, and now the goal that MK Dons have scored, all came from corners. Hawula with the ball all the way back to Cox. Forward to McGuinness, now Pambu. Forced to Kaski, the ball player in the middle of the pitch. Although I think he's playing as the ball winner midfield at the moment. Earring to Searle. First time we've really seen him as the inside forward. Jaden Williams to Forster Kaski. Searle's going to get on the end of that, and Searle's hit the post, and he's not going to get the rebound. We are going to not keep the highlight alive either. How are we going to lose this game? How are we going to lose this game? I'm going to demand more. Give him a shout. I very rarely do shouts because normally we play quite well. It's Muller with the ball. Hayden Muller. Terrible touch from Muller, and we've lost the ball. Edge can go forward. Isa, lots of red shirts in front of him, forcing him to go backwards. Omar Bogle, the old man of the team, or one of the old men of the team, can steal it and then get tackled. Why have you managed to just lose the ball straight away, all the way back to the goalkeeper? Baptiste's being closed down. We've managed to get the ball from Kokolo. Hiwula to Forster Kaski. Kokolo's carrying on his run. So is Jordi Hiwula in the penalty area. Williams is unmarked. Why did we not pass to Williams when we had the chance? There's a goal happening in this highlight. Muller to Forster Kaski. Back to Mark McGuinness. Right hand side is Muller now. Jack Earring once again. Forster Kaski once again. Omar Bogle through ball. Finds Jaden Williams. Takes a few touches. Williams blasts it into the bottom corner. And there is the goal that we have been so desperately waiting for. It is 1-1 against MK Dons. But we should be winning this game. Do we do any changes? Do we need to do any changes? They recommend bringing off Omar Bogle because he's just an old man, I guess. And he's just constantly tired. Hiwula's not doing so hot. Paul Searle is not doing so hot either. We're going to do Searle off for... Who do we do? Richard Elise. Sure, we'll do Richard Elise on the right wing. Kokolo for Tim Hayes again. Because, well, Kokolo's decided he's given up playing football for the moment. And we will hold on to our final change for now. I'm hoping Bogle can get himself a goal. Although now we're into the final 10 minutes, I don't think it's going to happen. So we are going to do that final change, which is going to be Omar Bogle coming off for Kean Pennant. Swap you two round. We've got 6 minutes of normal time to play to hopefully find a winner. We should have won this game. If this ends 1-1, which it looks like it will do, this could be one of those games where we will look back on and go, if we just won that, we could have got automatic promotion or we could have got into the playoffs or something. That was a great performance. We just couldn't score. It's not like their goalkeeper played well either. We just had loads of shots, loads of XG. I guess just pure quantity of shots doesn't necessarily mean we should have scored 2 goals. It just means we had enough shots that odds are we should have scored 2 goals. That doesn't make sense. You know what I mean. We've drawn 1-1. And what does it mean for the league table? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We are still sat 3rd place in the table. 51 points on the board, a game in hand, which could see us move into 2nd place if we win it. Then again, MK Dons also have a game in hand as well. Who is our game in hand against? MK Dons are playing Crewe on the 19th. So that is their game in hand. That's probably our one, isn't it? Against Cardiff. Great. Anyway, that is going to do it for this episode. Next episode, we are probably going to come back somewhere in February, maybe in early March, actually. Looking at it, Coventry is probably a big one. Gillingham as well, because that is a derby match, which I wasn't aware of. Although, we'll come back for football. That's what we'll do. We'll come back for some football for our Dover Athletic side. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new and you're enjoying the content, and stick your comments down below, notification bell, all the fun, fancy, cool YouTubey stuff, and I'll be back next time with more Dover Athletic, and hopefully we're still up in 3rd, maybe 2nd. See you next time.